In this particular video, we're going to show you a couple of games using the PMT tool. We go onto the Sporting Index site and we look for the mid price between home supremacy and total goals, which we enter on the manual page. And we can see what Sporting Index lists for this particular game, what their prices are, which can be very useful as quite often they run parallel to Betfair prices. We can see that Everton have been drifting, Swansea have been coming in. Sporting Index have the 0-1 lower, so it looks fairly safe to go in and back it at 23s. There's a big gap there. So let's get in there. Let's be the first in the queue. And by being the first in the queue, your money will be taken obviously straight away. And that in itself is quite a big thing. You always want to try and be nearer the front of the queue as you can be, so that once your money starts getting matched, you instantly go on the other side, and the money that's been matched, you then lay it off on the lay side. So the key is to be nearer the front of the queue. As soon as some of the money gets matched, we then go over and offload it. This was just a simple example, quick video, showing a price discrepancy and how we can act on it. On to another game. This is in Spain. This is Getafe v Granada. And as always, we tend to go into Sporting Index. Just gives us an idea of their prices. And we set that up on the manual page. The drop-down menu, we've got to select league. And we put the total goals in and the home supremacy. When the away side are the favourites, we put a minus in on the home supremacy. And we can see here they're sort of what they're saying for this particular game. Betfair have under 2.5, a lot higher than Pinnacle and Sporting Index. So there's every likelihood this will drop before kickoff. And if that drops, then so will the lower scores, like 1-0, 0-1, 0-0, 1-1. So armed with all of this information, then we can safely go in and back a score that we feel the price will come in. Just going to set it up. What you'll find on the PMT tool is when the scores are aligned, i.e. they're the same as Betfair's, what we can do is we can go in and back at the lay price and lay at the back price. So we're getting in on either side of a particular score. It might be 1-0, 0-1, 1-1. And because we know the prices are correct, then there's not going to be much of a fluctuation. So you can see all the money that's been matched under 8s here, you know, which adds weight to the price coming in. As you can see, we've added the Pinnacle prices on the right there. These are automatic, they update. So we have the 3 sets of prices on the one automated page. We have 5 of these games at any one point. They are the most liquid games in the match odds. And when one goes in play, it's replaced by the next most liquid game. So we're just kind of forcing the price down here. We've gone in and backed it at 8s. And we've gone straight in. A lot of the money's been matched. A lot of it's been matched. So what we've done, we've gone in and laid it off at 7.8 to be nearer the front of the queue as we can. over 3.5. This is something we tend to scalp a lot because there's often misalignments here. The price is often wrong. We can go in and nick a few ticks here. So you see what we've done. We've laid it 4.3. Near the front of the queue at 4.4. 300 quid. So that's an instant 30 quid made on over 3.5. The unders are coming in under 2.5. You can see it coming in. And if the under 2.5 comes in, then the over 2.5 will drift. And the over 2.5 will drift, then the over 3.5 will drift. And over 1.5. So that's obviously good for our trade, our over trade. So we're just getting in on either side, we're scalping. This is what we do, we recycle the money time and time again. So whilst it might look an awful lot of money on the right hand side, it's not really, because you're using the same stakes. It might be 200, 300, 500. And once you get matched, you just go back in again. So we just do this all the way up to kickoff. And if you have free money, say you have £50 on over 3.5, the way we tend to trade is that we'll then back, say, under 2.5 for, say, 30 quid. Then cover, say, 211222 for 20 quid. And sort of trade around those scores in play. They are your profitable scores. So you're looking to maximize, what you can, knowing that over 3.5 is covered, under 2.5 is covered, and you have a free trade. So you're maximizing your potential in this game. That's what I normally do anyway, but you'll see as the video goes on, I didn't actually do it in this particular one. So the unders are still coming in. They followed Pinnacle and Sporting Index, which often happens. And as long as you know that you're in a good position, then you can't lose. So the 1-0 is holding. It's not coming in at the moment. Still a little while to kick off. Quite often you'll find that it happens late on, just before kickoff, that there's a real sort of steam or drift, and you get matched just before the whistle. A lot of people sort of bail out then, they come out, exit their position, so there are big gaps, little money, and you're near the front of the queue. And the unders have come in a little bit further. Pinnacle dropped them to 1.69 now. And, if you can do this 5, 6, 7, 10 times a week, then you'll have a nice little sort of nice little income. And it can be done. Start off with small stakes. Practice, watch the markets, watch the graphs. Previous money matched. Watch Pinnacle prices and Sporting Index, see what they list. And there we go, we've got £75 on over 3.5. So usually I would have gone in and backed under 2.5 for 50 quid and then covered the 2-1, 1-2 and 2-2. 2-2 then is your sort of your Brucey bonus, your double bubble. And the 1-0 came in just before, you can see, just before kick-off. Had £16 left, unmatched, front of the queue, so you're going to get matched almost immediately in play. And for a small amount like that, quite happy letting it go in play. It's still a favourite, so they're more likely to score. And there we go. You know, and these opportunities happen a lot. Always something to trade with the PMT tool. And the game typically finished 2-2, which I'd left it on over 3.5 would have been £75. Never mind.